Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is Dr. Shahana and today we are discussing the pharmacy practice. Today's topic is the breast cancer. What is the breast cancer? Breast cancer, as the name is indicating, that a cancer that originates from the breast cancer tissue. It is one of the most aggressive malignancy. It is either confined to a localized breast region, that is referred as a primary or early localized breast cancer, that is curable. However, if the disease is distant from the breast cancer and it has been spreaded to any other organs of the body, then this will be the advanced or metastatic breast cancer, MBC, that is usually incurable. Every year, numerous cases are reported day by day, and it is one of the most common malignancy in women, that comprises about 18% of the all women cancer. In US, in Pakistan, in India, the prevalence rate is very high. You have to go through and you have to check the prevalence rate of breast cancer in Pakistan. If we talk about the epidemiology, over 75% of the women who were diagnosed with the breast cancer, they are of age of about 50 or older. If we talk about the 5-year survival rate, now it is up to 98%. If the breast cancer is caught at very early stage, that is stage 1 and stage 2, it means that cure rate is high as compared to the previous year cure rate. By the advancement in the drugs and by the advancement in the chemotherapy, cure rate is now high. However, recurrence rate and remission rate and metastasis is again another problem which still need to be controlled. Furthermore, there are also certain incidents of the women of higher socio-economic backgrounds, especially in those women which have less pregnancy, which are or they have a child at very high age. First child birth is of at high age. They are more prone to the breast cancer compared to African American women. White women are slightly more likely to develop the breast cancer. It means you can see that 1:32 ratio was observed in the previous literature, that white women are slightly more likely to develop the breast cancer, but they have less tendency to die because of the good control or good management of the cancer and undergoing the aggressive chemotherapeutic treatments protocol. Furthermore, in black people, the cancer is more aggressive as compared to the white people, like Asian, Hispanic and Native. However, they have a lower risk of the developing and dying from the breast cancer than white women and the African women. What is the main cause? The main cause is the genetic abnormalities. As age progresses, the probability of the breast cancer in next 10 years is increasing, and the lifetime risk is about 12.28%, that is 1 in 8 women. The main reason of the breast cancer is the mutation in the gene of the breast cancer CA1 and breast cancer CA2 that are more common. A woman who has inherited a harmful mutation gene is about 5 times more likely to develop the breast cancer than a woman who does not have such a mutation. However, this is the one type of mutation that is detected. If there are certain women that have no mutation in that gene, may also undergo the ovarian and the breast cancer. Mutation in BRCA is also associated with the cervical cancer, uterine cancer, colorectal cancer and the pancreatic cancer, while other types of cancer are associated with the mutation in the BRCA2 gene, that is the stomach cancer, gallbladder cancer, melanoma, bile duct cancer. So these genes are very important genes that are responsible for the generation of the carcinogenesis in the person. Furthermore, male breast cancer may also be there, that is also associated with the BRCA2 gene mutation. Other mutations including TP53, there are numerous mutations like MSH2, MLH1, ATM, CDH1, etc. that lead to the cancer of the breast. So mainly these two variables, that is the advanced age as well as the appearance of the or mutation in that specific gene, are made the causative factor for the induction of the breast cancer. In men, breast cancer may also occur. About 1% of the cases are reported in the men with the mutation in BRCA1 and with the mutation in BRCA2. The cancer of the breast in men is very aggressive and more worse as compared to the female. And the normal treatment strategy is to removal of the breast following by the radiation and hormonal therapy like tamoxifen or chemotherapy. There are certain risk factors for the induction of breast cancer in male, that is the testicular abnormalities, difficulty in hernia in case of osteotomy, testicular trauma. There may be hormonal alterations, infertility syndromes, obesity, cirrhosis, family history of the breast cancer, benign breast lesion, or any exposure to the radiation or high temperature that lead to the cancer in a male. What are the types of the cancer? Breast cancer is classified on various types of characteristics. If we talk about the site of the cancer where the cancer is developed, they are classified into ductal carcinoma in situ, in which ducts of the breast are affected. If the cancer is originate in the lobules of the breast, it is called as lobular carcinoma in situ. In situ is a condition in which it is localized in an epithelial layer or in a ductal layer in a lobular section. However, if it is invasive, then it will convert into IDC, which is the invasive ductal carcinoma and the invasive lobular carcinoma. Then we have the inflammatory breast cancer, we have the male breast cancer, and we have the recurrent and metastatic breast cancer. If we talk about the non-invasive breast cancer, among them, ductal carcinoma is in situ is the most common type of the non-invasive breast cancer. However, if we talk about the invasive carcinoma, then we have invasive ductal carcinoma is again the most common type of the breast cancer, that comprising of about 80% of the all breast cancer cases. What are the symptoms? Initially, there is a painless lump that will be observed by a woman. This mass may be a solitary, may be unilateral, may be solid. It may be hard, irregular, and non-mobile. There may be some nipple changes that are less commonly occur. There may be a pain, there may be a certain liquidy discharge which may be a clear or which may be a bloody. There may be some sores on the breast, or there may be a enlargement of the lymph nodes under the arm. This is the main characteristic sign that most of the time there is enlargement of the lymph node under the arm that lead to the identification and the diagnosis of the breast cancer. Many women first detect these abnormalities by themselves. However, if growth is very rapid, they can be easily observed by a routine screening through the mammography, especially in the asymptomatic women. If the cancer is in an advanced stage, then it may present with the prominent skin edema, enlargement of the breast, inflammation of the breast, redness, warmth, and induration. If there is a metastatic breast cancer, there will be the bone pain, there will be difficult in breathing if it is spread in the lung, there may be an abdominal pain or enlargement of the abdomen, there may be a jaundice, there may be a change in the mental status of a person. If we talk about the inflammatory breast cancer, in this, the cancer cells invades the local lymphatic ducts that impairing the drainage and causing the edema of the or swelling of the breast. Another condition that is the breast infection may also present, which is basically due to the accumulation of the milk, and this may occur in the lactating woman. This accumulation of the woman may convert into a lump, or after this the stasis of the milk in the breast leads to the mastitis, that is the inflammation, swelling, redness and pain. If it is untreated, this infected breast may convert into an inflammatory breast, and then this inflammatory breast may convert into a inflammatory breast cancer. In case of inflammatory breast cancer, the survival rate is slightly lower than the survival rate of the patient with non-inflammatory breast cancer, and this is one of the most aggressive kind of the breast cancer. This breast cancer has a tendency to metastasize quickly before the diagnosis. What are the risk factors? Risk factors include the gender, that is being female, chances are high in female. Furthermore, minimal risk or no risk include with the fertility treatment or due to the abortion, due to the deodorant and folic acid. There may be a short-term use of the hormones like estrogens for the treatment of the menopausal symptoms that appear to confer little or no breast cancer risks. Women are constantly changing and growing, mainly due to the activity of the female hormone estrogen and progesterone. This activity puts them at much greater risk for the breast cancer as compared to male. So in short, we can say that we have the hormone receptor sensitive breast cancer and we have non-hormone receptor, non-estrogen receptor dependent breast cancer. This is a relative risk for the breast cancer, and the higher risk is mainly for those in which the age is high and there is a problem in the gene along with the change in the high density breast tissue that lead to the increased relative risk of the breast cancer. Furthermore, several studies are there that we have to take certain types of improvement in the diet. For example, we have to restrict the red meat, we have to reduce the animal fat, we have to take the dietary fat just like cheese, milk, in the dairy products. Furthermore, exercise also reduces the risk of the breast cancer. Alcohol consumption is also linked with the induction of the breast cancer, so limit or decrease the use of the alcohol, as it is also prohibited in Islam. So these are certain factors that impose the relative risk of the breast cancer. Diagnosis is very important as it will explain or it will highlight the stage of the cancer. First of all, there will be the physical examination, which is followed by the mammography and ultrasound and magnetic resonance imaging, that is MRI. If it is confirmed that there is a lump that is growing rapidly, then breast biopsy will be immediately performed. If there is a mammographic abnormality, staging is based on the anatomical extent of the disease, that is on the basis of the primary tumor, their extent and the size from T1 to T4, and the presence and extent of the lymph node involvement that involves N1, 2, 3, and the presence or absence of the distant metastasis. In this case, it is M0 to 1. This will help in the prognosis of the disease. If we talk about the early breast cancer, it is stage 0, in which there is only a minute lump, the carcinoma in situ, or a disease that has not invaded the basement membrane. Basement membrane is intact and the cancer is localized, neither spread in the breast, neither in the organ. किसी भी जगह ये स्प्रेड नहीं हुआ, ब्रेस्ट के अंदर ही इसकी जो बेसमेंट मेम्ब्रेन है उसी के अंदर एक जहां से स्टार्ट हुआ वहीं पे लोकलाइज्ड है. Then we have the stage 1, which is the small primary invasive tumor without the lymph node involvement, and stage 2, that is the involvement of the regional lymph node. Among them, we have different types of the strategy. Stage 1 and stage 2 is come under the cancer, that is the local breast cancer. While we have the locally advanced breast cancer, which is the stage 3 type of the breast cancer. Stage 3 is in this the tumor is large and there is extensive nodal involvement in which the node or tumor is fixed into the chest wall. It also includes the inflammatory breast cancer, which is a rapidly progressive cancer. The last stage, which is the stage 4, is or metastatic breast cancer, MBC, that involves the metastasis in organs that distant from the breast, that are bone, lungs, and liver. Exact stage should be determined for the proper treatment, as the treatment protocol is different for each type of the stage of the breast cancer. Most of the time, the breast cancer or breast carcinomas, they are the adenocarcinoma. They are either ductal carcinoma or they are either lobular carcinoma. Good prognosis will help us to design the treatment and recommend and maximize the quantity and the quality of the life. And prognosis basically depend upon the ethnicity and the age of a person. It also depend upon the tumor size and the involvement of the axillary lymph nodes. These are the primary factors that are assessing for the risk of the breast cancer recurrence and subsequent metastatic disease. The breast cancer may be a hormone receptor sensitive. Breast cancer is under the hormonal control. और कभी कभी ये हार्मोनल नेगेटिव भी होता है कि अगर हार्मोन थेरेपी से नेगेटिव है तो उसमें फिर हमारे पास एंटी एस्ट्रोजन थेरेपी जो है वो वर्क नहीं करेगी. मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम it is basically the overexpression of the human estrogen receptor 2 NU receptors that are responsible for the transmission of the growth signal of the normal cells that are involved in the growth and division. Due to the overexpression of the human estrogen receptor 2, they are associated with the increased tumor rate, its rates of recurrence and mortality. Due to these situations, American Cancer Society recommends the screening program for the breast cancer, and they recommend the annual mammograms that will be starting at the age of 40, and this examination will be from after the age of the 40. There will be the physical breast examination, and then every 3 years for the women that are the age of below 20 to 39, there will be the self breast examination policy that is starting from at the age of 20, that initially grasp the breast cancer at stage 1 and stage 2. As if it is diagnosed at stage 1 and stage 2, the cure rate is very high, 98%. Furthermore, mammography can detect the cancer several years before it can feel through a clinical examination. So mammography से क्या होता है कि वो कैंसर जो बिल्कुल अभी सोया हुआ है, हाइब्रिड है, the mammography can detect this type of cancer जो कि फिजिकली अभी डिटेक्ट नहीं हो सकता. फिजिकल एग्जामिनेशन में कोई लंप नहीं है, बिल्कुल भी ऊपर से बिल्कुल प्लेन है, और देयर इज ओनली अ स्टेज 0 कार्सिनोमा इन सीटू. वो मैमोग्राफी के जरिए जो है वो डिटेक्ट हो जाएगा. तो मैमोग्राफी अलोंग विद द फिजिकल एग्जामिनेशन is the modality of the choice for the screening to catch the early breast cancer. And it has been recommended that women age of 40 and older should have the mammogram at least every 1 to 3 years. Digital mammograms basically represents a new technology that identify the breast cancer in younger women as well. And this is basically computer aided detection. MRI is also there that detect the cancer. However, it is extremely expensive and there is high number of false positives. So MRI in conjunction with mammograms can work together and can work with better diagnosis for the diagnosis of the breast or ovarian cancer. For the age of the 20, now it is also recommended by the American Cancer Society that there should be a clinical breast examination by our nurses or our doctor for any irregularities of the lump in the breast. And then after 40 age, it must be as a part of the routine practice of the journal visit of the doctor. Studies suggest that the obesity after 50 age also play a role in the breast cancer. So you have to control your weight, because in post-menopausal women, there is a change in the hormonal physiology of a person, of a woman, that lead to the increased weight of a person. Dietary fats may increase the risk of the developing breast cancer. You have to increase the diet of the fruit, vegetables and grains. Vitamins and antioxidant use also reduces the chances of the breast cancer. What type of vitamins are very helpful? These are the vitamin A, vitamin C, D and E, calcium, selenium and iodine. These are the minerals that are also, their intake also decrease the chances of the breast cancer. You have to quit the alcohol. If you are part of a Western culture, then you have to quit the alcohol to decrease the chances of the breast cancer. If we talk about the chemo prevention, then we have the SERM, that is the tamoxifen, a drug of choice, a selective estrogen receptor modulator. It acts by blocking the estrogen at the breast level, and it basically slow down the growth of the tumor and kill the tumor cells. This tamoxifen can be used in pre and post menopausal women. In both women, it can be used easily. Another choice is the raloxifene. The problem with tamoxifen and raloxifene is the occurrence of the endometrial cancer, that are rare cancers, but these are the side effects of the tamoxifen. Furthermore, they also increases the risk of the blood clots. So tamoxifen and these drugs basically reduces the chances of occurrence of the breast cancer. However, they increases the chances of the endometrial cancer and deep vein thrombosis. Another drug, which is the exemestane, it can also be taken for the 5 years. That reduces the rate of the invasive breast cancer. What will be the treatment goals? Treatment goals are basically the adjuvant therapy of the early and locally advanced breast cancer is administrative with curative intensive. That is, the first intention is to cure the disease. अगर हम possible है तो हम इसको cure करेंगे. And if we talk about according to the stage of the cancer, then stage 1, stage 2 is among the stage at which the cure is possible. At stage 3, cure is we can get the cure. However, recurrence rate is high in case of the stage 3. If the cancer is advances to metastatic breast cancer, then we have to go for the improve and the symptoms, and we have to go for the improvement of the quality of life, and we want to prolong the survival. So treatment choices will be the surgery, chemotherapy, hormonal therapy, radiation, and now certain types of breast cancer vaccines are also under the trial, like Nuvax, which stimulates the anti-HER2 immune response, that mainly in the phase 3 trials, that's the Nuvax and the Nuvax. These two drugs are under the clinical trials. If we talk about the surgery, usually lumpectomy followed by the radiation is very effective way of the mastectomy, in which only one side of the cancer in the breast of about tumor of 4 centimeter. For that, clear margins are also required. That is, no cancer cells should be in the tissue surrounding the tumor. बिल्कुल clear अगर होगा तो और उसकी clear margins होंगे और वो surrounding में invade नहीं कर रहा होगा tumor, then the surgery will be the good choice. That is, will be the followed by the chemotherapy and the supplement of the hormonal therapy. If the person have a early stage hormone estrogen receptor positive breast cancer, then there will be the choice of drug will be the Oncotype DX is a test that will help to determine that whether the chemotherapy should be performed or not. This will be a genomic assay, Oncotype DX, that predict the chemotherapeutic response and the adverse effects. If we talk about the radiation therapy, what type of the radiation is appropriate? It is usually the brachytherapy, also known as the internal radiation. It is a way to deliver the radiation therapy instead of the radiation beaming from outside of the body. What we did in this, we basically implant or placed the radioactive seeds or pellets directly into the breast tissue next to the cancer. Can say that it is often used as a way to add an extra boost of radiation to the tumor site. That is, along with the external radiation to the whole breast, we will also use or we will also combine this type of the brachytherapy to reduce the tumor size. What are the advantages of the brachytherapy? They are associated with many advantages, just like the reduction of the treatment duration from 7 weeks to 5 days. There will be the minimal scar. There will be an intact and unaffected plant size. It also helps to effectively control the tumor growth with lesser side effects. The partial radiation therapy may serve as the alternative treatment modality स्टेज कैंसर 1 विद दी मेमोप्लास्टी. ब्रेस्ट कैंसराइजेशन थेरेपी अगर उसमें हम वुमेन को यंग एज है वो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ द ब्रेस्ट कैंसर. इन द नेक्स्ट लेक्चर वी विल स्टडी द ट्रीटमेंट प्रोटोकॉल्स ऑफ द ब्रेस्ट कैंसर सेपरेटली फॉर ईच टाइप ऑफ द ब्रेस्ट कैंसर. थैंक यू.